What if reality is just a user interface? Are your eyes lying to you? Seriously. What if the world you see right now, the rich colors, the solid objects, the very space you move through, isn't the real world at all? It sounds like something ripped from a sci-fi movie, but this idea is backed by a revolutionary scientific theory. And it starts by proving that what you're seeing right now isn't the truth. Your brain isn't showing you reality, it's building it. The shattering question. We tend to assume our senses are a window to the world. Maybe a little smudged, sure, and we miss things, but we believe they're basically reporting the facts. The common sense view is that we evolved to see the world more and more accurately. But what if that's completely backward? What if, for your own good, evolution deliberately hid objective reality from you? There's a fascinating body of scientific work, spearheaded by cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman, that suggests something radical. Your perception of reality is just a user interface. Think of it like a simplified menu or a set of desktop icons designed for one purpose and one purpose only, helping you survive. This is the interface theory of perception, and it doesn't just challenge what you see, it redefines what it means to be real. Section 1. The desktop and the deep reality. To get your head around this, let's use an analogy you interact with every day. A computer desktop. Say you're writing a document. You see a blue icon on your screen that looks like a folder. You know if you drag that icon to the little trash can symbol, your file is gone. Now, does that mean your actual file is a little blue rectangle? Of course not. The reality inside the computer is a dizzying storm of circuits, voltages, and code that the icon is designed to hide. The icon isn't there to show you the truth of the computer. It's there to help you control a truth you don't need to understand. You can write that document without knowing a single thing about the electronics humming away inside. In this case, ignorance isn't just bliss, it's incredibly efficient. Hoffman's theory argues our reality works exactly the same way. Space and time, that's your desktop. Physical objects, a tree, a glass of water, the moon in the sky, those are your icons. They aren't objective reality. They are a species-specific simplified symbol that helps a creature, in this case us, get around and survive. Your senses have evolved to give you a user-friendly headset, not a crystal-clear window to the cosmos. Section 2. The logic of evolution. Fitness beats truth. But why? Why wouldn't evolution, the ultimate optimizer, want us to see the truth? Surely an animal that sees reality more accurately would have a huge leg up on one that's just winging it. This is where the theory gets its scientific muscle. From evolutionary game theory. Scientists can run complex simulations to see which strategies win out over generations. They create virtual worlds with resources and populate them with digital critters. Some of these critters are programmed to see the absolute truth, the objective mathematical reality of the resources. Others are programmed to ignore all that and perceive only one thing: fitness payoffs. What are fitness payoffs? Basically, anything that helps an organism survive and reproduce. For these creatures, perception isn't about accuracy, it's about a simple choice. Can I eat it, or should I run from it? Do I mate with it, or do I ignore it? They don't see the complex truth, just simple symbols that tell them what to do. When these two groups, the truth seers and the fitness seekers, are pitted against each other, the result is stunning and completely one-sided. As Donald Hoffman explains, the simulations show that organisms that see reality as it is are almost always driven to extinction. The math is clear. Natural selection does not favor seeing the truth. In fact, the probability that we evolved to see reality as it truly is? Zero. Precisely zero. An organism that wastes time and energy trying to understand the full, complicated truth of its environment will get clobbered by an organism that just follows a simple rule. If it helps me stay alive, I do it. If it doesn't, I don't. Evolution didn't give you a system for seeing the truth. It gave you a system for making good decisions and making them fast. Section 3. The train in the interface. At this point, a pretty logical question comes up. If you really believe a speeding train is just a harmless icon in your interface, why don't you step in front of it? It's a fair point, and the theory has a powerful answer that takes us right back to the desktop. Would you carelessly drag an important project folder to the trash can icon? No way. You take that icon seriously. Not because you think the file is a tiny picture of a trash can, but because you know that interacting with that icon has very real consequences. Delete the icon, and you delete the real file. The same exact logic applies to our reality interface. This theory doesn't claim that nothing is real or that your actions don't have consequences. Just the opposite. It insists that you must take your perceptions seriously because the interface evolved to keep you alive. That perception of a snake or a train or the edge of a cliff is an icon warning you about something in objective reality that can seriously harm you. Ignoring the icon could be the last mistake you ever make. The mistake is thinking the icon is the reality. The snake icon isn't the truth, but it represents a truth that matters to your survival. Section 4. Beyond the headset, conscious agents. So if space, time, and everything we see are all just part of our own species-specific headset, then what lies beyond it? What is the actual nature of reality that our interface is hiding? This is where the theory takes its most mind-bending, speculative leap. Hoffman calls it conscious realism. The idea is that the objective world, the reality that's there even when no one is looking, is made up entirely of conscious agents. What's a conscious agent? Think of it as a fundamental unit of consciousness. A single point of view. In this model, the building blocks of the universe aren't particles or strings, but a massive interconnected network of these conscious agents. When they interact, they create new, more complex conscious agents. You, yourself, aren't one agent. You're a whole galaxy of them. In this view, the physical world doesn't create consciousness. Consciousness creates the physical world we perceive. Your brain and its neurons don't magically generate the feeling of tasting chocolate. Instead, your brain and neurons are how your network of consciousness represents its own activity to itself. It completely flips how we think about cause and effect. Even space and time aren't fundamental. They're just a data structure, a VR headset, generated by conscious agents on the fly. This idea is so wild that it's starting to find strange echoes in cutting-edge physics, where top scientists are now saying that space-time is doomed and has to emerge from something deeper. Section 5. The timeless question. This idea that our world is a kind of grand illusion isn't entirely new. It actually has deep roots in philosophy and spirituality. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato, in his allegory of the cave, wrote about prisoners who mistake shadows on a wall for reality, never knowing the true forms casting them. In Hindu philosophy, the concept of Maya describes the physical world as a beautiful, illusory veil that hides the ultimate truth. What's new is that we're now reaching a similar conclusion, not from ancient texts or deep meditation, but from the cold, hard math of evolutionary theory and cognitive science. Our own scientific tools are telling us to let go of our most basic assumption, that what we see, touch, and feel is the real world. This is a huge shift in how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. It suggests that reality is infinitely stranger and more complex than we can possibly wrap our heads around. What do you think? Does the idea of reality as an interface click with you, or does it seem a little too out there? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love exploring these kinds of reality-bending ideas, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We've got a lot more of the cosmos to take apart. A new way of seeing. So the next time you look around, at your room, at the sky, at your own hands, just remember what the science might be telling us. You are not looking through a clear window at objective reality. You are looking at a user interface, a beautifully crafted set of survival tools that evolved to guide you, not to show you the truth. We might not be living in space and time. We might be the authors of space and time. It's a humbling and pretty awe-inspiring thought. It means that for our entire history, we may have been mistaking the icons for the real thing, but it also opens up an incredible possibility. Because once you realize you're just looking at an interface, you can finally ask the most important question of all: what lies beyond it?